What was it like watching Chase and Cody and those guys step up? Without the because it was really touted that you'd be missing Puka
Yeah,
and Gunner.
yeah. Um, really, just gratifying and very proud. Those guys. I had no doubts, and I know that was a big headline headed into the game is that we'd be without those guys. Um, our whole room, myself, those guys included. They knew that next man was going to step up and be ready. What a lot of fans don't see, obviously, and is the preparation that goes into all this. And there's a lot of guys in all position groups who may not get on the field a lot, but they're ready when their name is called just because of their preparation. And those four are great examples of that. So I'm just really proud of them, how they stepped up. It was really fun to see them make plays, a lot of clutch plays, have a lot of fun, and yeah, it was definitely a memory I'll never forget, and I know they won't.
When Chase came into this program, did you think he would be a guy that made an immediate impact, or as close to possible as an immediate impact?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Chase has, when you look at the receiver position, he's the complete package. He has the size, he has the speed, he has the athleticism, great hands. Obviously, he was highly touted out of high school, and so you have these expectations that, he can continue to dominate like he did in high school. And so it's just a matter of him getting healthy, putting on the weight, understanding the playbook, and I think we saw a result of all of that.
Do you expect it to be harder this week for him?
No, I think it just gets easier when you play football. Like, despite your opponent, the atmosphere, all that stuff, like that first game, big breakthrough game, is in my opinion, it's just kind of that weight off your shoulders. And every game brings different challenges. I'm not going to say it's going to be a breeze from here on out, but my guess is that he's got that game out of the way, and it was a good one.
Was the game plan for him to get 15 targets in this game? Like, did you know coming in without Puka and without Gunner that he was going to be a focal point?
We knew of all those four who were going to play heavily. We knew that there were going to be opportunities come their way. We didn't have set target numbers for any of them. A lot of times the flow of the game just dictates where it goes. Baylor did some things defensively that we didn't expect that made it really tough. And you guys saw that we had some struggles offensively throughout the game. But we made some big plays at the right times. Obviously, fortunately, our defense played phenomenal, which helped us a lot. But all those guys, when their name was called, stepped up and made a big play. And obviously, Chase had a couple more come his way.
How would you describe Oregon's secondary that you'll be facing?
Really good. Very, very athletic. They're big. They're physical. I know they have a corner that's highly touted, a highly touted NFL prospect in Gonzalez, and they're experienced, they're good players, and we're going to have a really good challenge this week. Not just personnel-wise, but schematically, they play a lot of man coverage as well. So we're going to have, be tested, and I know our guys are excited for the opportunity.
Do you have an update you can give us on Puka and Gunner?
They look a lot better than last week. It's day to day. It really is a game time deal. They look really good, and it's literally day by day. So
have they been practicing close to full 100%, or like what's their?
Yeah. They've been practicing. They've been doing individual drills. Percentage-wise, I'm not targeting that. I just know they're running and they look good.
What's it like playing in a big venue? I mean, as a coach,
Yeah.
you see your guys in those big venues in those moments.
Yep.
What's that like as you see them either embrace it or sometimes, see it get to them a little bit?
Really cool. I'm excited. I've never been to Autzen. I've heard nothing but great things about it. In my time here, you think about big away games that we've gone and done well as Wisconsin and Tennessee, and those are cool experiences. And obviously a win makes those sweeter, but this is just a great opportunity. I'm excited as just a coach and a fan, but I'm more excited for these players to experience a cool atmosphere in one of the great venues in the country, and it'll be a fun one.
Have you guys done anything about the noise to prepare for that?
Yeah, we're simulating a lot of crowd noise, playing in front of speakers. It's just one of those things that you gotta, practice for. And luckily, the weather's been, very similar to that Pacific Northwest area. So I don't know what the football gods are doing, but they're clearly sending us some rain that I think we might need. But it's hard. You can't simulate a Autzen, but you can try to do as much as you can. And I think we've been doing a good job with that.
You mentioned you guys have a great veteran squad, but gone to Wisconsin, gone to Tennessee, some of these big venues, you think it can help these guys just be ready for whatever Oregon that stadium may throw at them, just because they've experienced other big venues?
Yeah, especially for the guys. We actually have a lot of guys who haven't been a part of those games, But fortunately, there's still a good amount of guys that have been, and I think that that's just going to come with preparation. We do a good job at letting our guys know what they're stepping into if they haven't been in that environment. And then we've just got a group of mature young men across our whole team that even if they haven't been there, they don't have that experience, they're going to – I mean, look at our crowd, right? Like that, I get it. We are the home field advantage there, but in terms of just the jitter and the feel and like how it looks like and what it sounds like that's, I think, really, really helps. And so Cougar Nation's been a big help in just letting us know what a big time, game day environment looks like.
Chase talked about being cool, calm, and collected, and that makes sense, particularly offensively.
Yeah.
But we've also seen like the jump around, when guys were embracing those moments and those, like really trying to get into it and really enjoy it. What's the balance between the two approaches? Because there's a little bit of each I can see being beneficial.
Yeah, I think, the confidence is the main thing. And so whether confidence turns into, doing the jump around and that's just kind of what happened organically, or whether it's like, hey, we're not going to worry about anything, like confidence is something that you earn, and what shows up on game day is to be determined. So there's no, there's no rehearsing of how we're going to respond to anything. It's just drilling at home what this environment's going to be like, the great opponent we have, giving these guys the right to kind of be proud and earn that confidence, and then we'll kind of see how they handle that on game day.
How much fun is it that they've earned another matchup of ranked teams like last week? Another, just the recognition. You don't want to get too caught up in it, but they've earned that to be in this, this situation.
Yeah, it's always great to be, kind of validated and know that you're doing a good thing. But once again, speaking of the maturity of our guys there, it's the next game. And that as fun as that last one was, we got a great opponent ahead of us, a great game, a great opportunity, and we look forward to it.
With Chase last year, I'm curious, what was his injury and when did you kind of see the flashes that maybe this was going to come together?
It was just it was just kind of a knee, hip deals off his mission. We can go down that road of just coming off a mission. I think your whole body's injured. It's not a good thing. And so that's why we highly encourage people to kind of gray shirt, red shirt, just because you need a full year to really hit the weights and run. So his was really just very minor things. You hear the word surgery and you freak out. It's just very minor surgery, even scope stuff. So it was just enough for us to say, hey, just get healthy and then come back full speed. And we're glad we took that route with him because, he's looking great.
Was he practicing by the end of last year?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, we could have played him in 4 games. We chose not to just because we didn't want to throw him to the wolves. And his same thing, he was fresh off a mission, and so. But yeah, he was ready and available to play.
Okay.
Cool.
Thanks.
All right, appreciate you guys. Yeah.
We'll see you.